feedback in front of your colleagues?
Positive, negative.
Sorry?
Positive feedback or negative feedback?
It's a good question. We'll come to it in the next point. Let's say you're called tardy and an incompetent fool. How many of you say this is harassment? Okay, I can see a few reds, a few yellows, but mostly greens.
Oh, sorry. I meant the green.
Oh, you meant the green, okay. Alright, so largely you think that it becomes harassment, not because you're pulled up, not because you're given feedback, but because of the kind of feedback you're given, so the kind of words that are used. Now, what kind of harassment would this be? Workplace harassment, sorry? Mental harassment, but generally the broad criteria, the category, sorry, would be workplace harassment. Now, what if the words that are used are effing incompetent fool? You use the F word. Does that still make it workplace harassment? Or does anybody here think it becomes sexual harassment?
Workplace harassment.
Anybody who says sexual harassment? No? Yes? So we have one person who says that is sexual harassment. That's green. You're not sure. Very good. I like the people who raise yellow, you know. Because then they know that this workshop is going to help them. Alright, so largely we think this is workplace harassment. Let's come back at a later point and discuss whether or not the use of the word F makes it sexual harassment, or does it still stay as workplace harassment. Let's try another one. You've received a joke which has sexual innuendos in it. Raise your cards if you think this is sexual harassment. Raise it also if you don't think so. Raise the right card, basically. Alright, so there are a few people with reds, very few with yellows, largely I see green. Now, those who gave reds, may I ask why you would think this is not sexual harassment? Yes.
So if I receive a joke filled with sexual innuendos, isn't it what I think about it? Like if I'm enjoying it and the person who sent it is also like a pal who's kind of, we have that kind of a relationship. However, if it comes from somebody I am very uncomfortable with, or I would not expect it from that person, maybe then I would think of it as a sexual harassment.
So what you've rightly brought out is context.
Yeah, the context.
What is the context of this joke? Let's put context to it. You get it from a colleague who is also a close friend. How many of you think that makes it sexual harassment or does not make it sexual harassment? Okay, now we have largely reds, a few greens. This time I'll ask the greens. Why do you think it's sexual harassment if it comes from a friend?
It might be unwelcome to the complainant, even if it comes from.
Even if it is coming from a friend, it's possible that you don't like it. So it's not necessary that a joke, a sexual joke that comes from a friend has to be welcome to you. Well done, but again, personal opinion, so no right or wrong answer. What if it comes from your boss? Is that sexual harassment?
Context. Figure out.
Again, it's context.
Okay, now I see like mostly greens, few yellows, one red at the back, good. One red here. Yes, Hema, why? And I know where you're coming from. Alright, now, if your boss is the same gender or a different gender, does it make you think? Does it have a different impact on you? How many of you say yes, that there's a different impact? Okay, a majority of them. So is it likely then that you tend to harass people of the same gender than a different gender? And the reason why I ask it is this. Instinctively, we all understand the fact that we have to be careful with certain genders. So if we have a WhatsApp group which has a mixture of men and women in it, you might think twice before sending out a joke like this. But where you have a WhatsApp group made up of just men, you may not be as careful. But coming back to the responses you gave about your close friends, is it not possible that irrespective of gender, there is still harassment when it happens to somebody of your own gender? Now we are, during the course of the day, going to discuss sexual harassment in the workplace as a law which only protects women from sexual harassment. But the law is one thing, your organization policies are another. So just because the law says you protect women from sexual harassment does not mean that we ignore the fact that irrespective of gender, you could be facing harassment and could have a concern that you want to raise. Right, let's go to the next one. You've been denied a holiday. How many of you think this is harassment? So few greens. Okay, how about your child is unwell, you have a project deadline near, so your manager tells you that listen, it is absolutely necessary for you to come into work.